Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here. What's up, everybody? We are live. We are back. It's B&B on the clock. It's your boy, the host, Coach Reg, and my co-host, my guy, my fam, my ace boo cool, my guy over here, JB the Kid One. How's it feel to be back, fam?
I feel pretty good, man.
What's up? What's up, everybody? I hope y'all are watching us live either on Facebook, Twitter, uh, YouTube, wherever you're watching us at. I hope you checking us out, checking the show out. We are here. We are ready to go. We have a lot to touch on. We have a lot to talk about. But first things first, let's get our glasses up in the air to each other. I got a bottle today. I don't have my actual cup. So we here. Drink to you. Get my smoke. Made me choke. Laughing at your ass, yo. So what's up, everybody? Like we've been away for a couple weeks, but we are here. We are live. We are back. I had to take a little vacation. Cuz was sick with COVID. Like we had a lot going on, man. Like it was hard to try to pie for y'all and get y'all some content. I hope y'all checked out a lot of my vacation stuff. Man, listen, I was away. It was good. I needed it. Needed that relaxation and that time away from everyone and everything. But we are back. We are here. So cuz, let's talk about you. What was going on with you for the past couple weeks besides, you getting sick on me and we couldn't
How
get a
about that?
show.
That was pretty much the highlight of my ordeal. I ran away from COVID for how did things start? Late 2019, early 2020. I doing a pretty good job of not catching it. But yeah, man, like it was crazy because it seemed like everybody else, well, not say everybody else, my daughter had it first or
Okay.
whatever. And then like the kids, they keep on like we have the like I said, Germany out here, they're pretty good with the whole contact tracing team out here. So like you come in contact trace whatever, like your name go on the list, you get a phone call. It happens like super fast. So the kids, you know what I'm saying, they kept in contact with a few people. So like we already knew the whole quarantine process, but me and Twyla, we've been out around like friends or whatever, never came in contact, never whatever. And then like it was crazy because me and Twyla have never been sick at the same time since we've been married.
Okay.
But this is the first time that we both were sick and had the same symptoms.
Mm.
I was sitting there like, Twyla, I think we got COVID, bro. Cause I was like, it felt like it was more so for me the weirdness of the fatigue of it all. That was my biggest thing. Like I was just more so like extremely tired.
Okay.
And I think that was my biggest like, all right, you might have so we went. Joe got tested at the hospital, whatever. And then boom, sure enough, came back positive. Then actually tomorrow is my last day of the 10-day quarantine.
Oh, okay.
And I'll probably have to go off post or whatever to like the economy and get an antigen test because the way we just found out, if they give you a PCR test, you'll still test positive. Like Twyla, she went to go get her test today, and she came back positive or whatever. But like because I don't know the whole science, but PCR test, it's like a 90% chance you still test positive because the COVID somewhere still up there.
In your system, yeah.
But an antigen test or whatever is a 50-50 chance that you testing negative or something like that. So I gotta get an antigen test. So yeah. So all that, you know what I'm saying? But besides that though, you know what I'm saying, I feel a whole lot better than what I did. My boy next door, he gave me a shout out to Chris. He gave me a called a hot toddy or whatever.
Yeah, hot toddy.
Yeah, that joint nasty, B. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna hold you.
it's nasty, but
That,
it worked.
yeah, it did. He found the cure to COVID. I'll tell you that much because he put some stuff in that bad boy. Like legit. Granted, I fell asleep like maybe about 30 minutes to 45 minutes after I drank it, but me and Twyla sat here, drank the whole thing, and then I was feeling pretty good afterwards. Like the next day, it wasn't as bad.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that was pretty much the highlight the last last couple of weeks or whatever. But yeah, man, we good over here.
Good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, man. Tell the people about your vacay, man. How you love your vacay? How did you love your vacay?
Oh
What's
man,
the cool
so
things about it?
all right, so let's start with the bad part of it. We're gonna start with the bad because that was the first night. So first night, I leave here, I get a ride to the airport, go to the airport, check in for my flight, and it started out bad, man. They canceled my flight like 2 or 3 times, and then they delayed my flight 2 or 3 times. Then they finally canceled my flight at like 12:30 at night. Canceled my flight. We're in the airport. I'm snapping, like I'm completely snapping now. Like I'm on full go mode at this point. Because I watched when I got there, I literally watched the plane take off to go to Orlando. Because I flew to Orlando first. Seen a plane take off to Orlando. So I'm like, all right, my flight next. We good. Like we gonna get to Orlando, everything gonna pop. I had some things set up that I was going to down there on the first 2 nights. Man, they canceled my flight. I'm stuck in the airport. After all the back and forth, they finally got me another flight, but it was the next morning, and I had to go all the way to Atlantic City to get this flight. So they paid for my Uber, like the airline paid for my Uber. I'm in the Uber, we riding. I started taking a nap because it's like 3:00 in the morning, bro. Like I'm like tired. Yeah. I've been in the airport all night. Like I just need a little nap before I get there. It's about an hour ride.
Mm-hmm.
All I feel is the car start shaking. Like you know, you hit the side of the road, you hit the shoulder, and the car start shaking on the road. This motherfucker missed the exit, bro. My driver missed the exit. So the driver turns around to me after I like jump up, like, what the fuck? So she turns around and was like, where are you going again? I'm like, Atlantic City Airport. Like, I'm going to Atlantic City. I know you should tell you that because I used to drive this shit. So I know to tell you where you're going. She like, oh, you going to the airport? All right, I gotta back up on the highway because I missed the exit. You did what? Mind you, bro, I thought about to miss my flight. I was gonna miss my flight.
Hold on, wait, hold on. I have a question. She had to back up on the highway?
Nigga, she backed up on the fucking highway. Like backed up, got to the exit, got off. We get off the exit. Now we at the airport. She don't know where the entrance is. So she's just driving around in circles, getting lost. Yo, I had to cut my GPS on, tell her how to get to the entrance. Yeah.
Oh, she get 1 star.
Yeah, like no stars.
She got 1 star.
So no stars. So I run in the airport. Luckily, Atlantic City Airport is so small and nobody goes to it to fly out of. I didn't have no problem going through TSA and none of that. Like I checked my bag real fast. I got through TSA in a matter of like 2 minutes, which never happens for me, but it happened that day.
I love that airport.
Yeah, so I get there, and the people that I was with, like chilling in the airport with, they're all already there. But mind you, I left before all them. So I see the boy, I see his wife. Me and homie became real cool because he was going to Orlando because his grandfather was real sick. So like me and him was in there snapping when they first told us our flight was canceled. So I see him, he like, yo, how I beat you here? And my ride left 10 minutes after yours. Say, bro, she got lost. She missed the exit. Tell him the story I just told y'all. He start cracking up. He was like, well, shit. My Lyft driver had to stop and get gas. I said, what? He said, yo. He said, yo, I thought I was going to miss my flight. So I definitely thought we were stuck. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So we get on the plane. They sit me and him next to each other. They sit his wife all the way in the back. So like now we trying to figure it out. Like, all right, it's a seat open next to us. It's a guy sitting next to me and him. We asked the guy, like, would you mind moving over to that open seat so his wife could come up here and sit? The guy had no problem with it. He moved. His wife came up. We fly to Orlando. Finally get there. Mind you, the weather is clear as shit. So I still don't understand why my flight got canceled. I don't understand why the flight from Orlando got canceled coming back up. I don't understand none of that shit because when I got to Orlando, and everybody who I talked to that was in Orlando the night before said it was clear. Like the rain lasted 20 minutes. Nobody understands why my flight got canceled. So now all night I've been on the phone with my hotel trying to talk to them about my room situation because I wasn't able to check in during the normal check-in time. They telling me it's no problem. Your room will be here. See you when you get here. Everything's good. You just can't cancel the first night. If you cancel the first night, then you might not have a room for the second night. Cool, I won't cancel it. I need my room because I need to go to fucking sleep. Like, I need to get some sleep in. I get there, bro. I get to the hotel. They tell me they don't got a room for me. So now I'm about to snap again. So the lady was like, hold on, let me talk to housekeeping. Let me see if we can get you a room. It might not be the room you paid for, but it'll be another room. I'm like, at this point, I just need a room. Like, I need a room at this point. I don't care. So she come back like an hour later. She like, listen, I got you a room. You good. You can go check. You can go in your room. Here's your keys. Here's everything. Bro, I went in that room and went to sleep. I went to sleep. Like, I went to sleep so hard. Like, so I missed everything I was supposed to do Thursday night because I was in the room sleep. Friday morning come, I repack my bag, get dressed, head out, go get on the cruise. Well, I go take day shuttle to the airport, get to the airport, get on the shuttle for the cruise, ride that joint for an hour over to the cruise because that joint's an hour away. Ride over to the cruise, like Port Canaveral and Orlando are about an hour apart. I didn't know they were that far apart. Like, they are really an hour apart. So ride over there, do my thing. My son texting me. So I do my thing. I get on the boat. I can go through customs and get my passport checked and all that. We get on there. The cruise was lit. Like, from the moment I got on there, because I paid for the drinking package. So I started drinking the moment I got on the boat. Like, literally got on the boat, got my first drink. Because I checked my bag. So I had no bags with me because I had them put the bags in my room for me. So I had to carry them. Because we didn't get our rooms until like 1:30ish, 2 o'clock, like right before we pulled off. So I was on the boat just drinking and eating, like from the rip. Got on the boat, drinking, eating, just do it. Having fun, partying. Finally got my room. Got to see my view with my little balcony. So I set my hookah up outside on the balcony. And yeah.
So now, question. So was it like you brought your own hookah?
Yeah, I brought my hookah. I brought one of my travel hookahs. I didn't bring this one. I brought one of my travel hookahs. I didn't bring this one. I didn't bring my baby.
Yeah, no. I was about to say, on the cruise, do they have hookahs available?
No, hell no. They don't even want you smoking on the cruise, to be honest. So that's why I did it on the balcony and shit. Had the hookah on the balcony, and I was sitting there. We pulled off. Got to see the sunset. Smoked my hookah. I had drinks in the room because I had got a couple different drinks. So the drink package, you get 15 drinks for all day. You don't have to pay for no drinks, but after 15, they stop giving you drinks. So who gonna drink 15 drinks in one day? You really not. You really not.
Hey, first of all, don't tempt me, dog. Hey,
so here's the thing, right? Like, but you can't share them with nobody.
I didn't share.
So it's like you got to buy one for you, then you got to buy one for your wife. If you and your wife go, like, you got to buy one for each other. Like, you can't share the package. So your 15 is your 15, her 15 is her 15. So if y'all got 30, who's drinking 30 drinks in one day?
Don't challenge me.
Oh my God. Oh my God, folks. Folk, you barely can drink like 5. You talking about drinking 15.
First of all, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong were the drinks for real? Think about it.
It was like a good 5, 4.5.
See what I'm saying? So like, bro.
But once you get to like 5 or 6, that shit start adding up though. Like, it ain't like that shit don't add up though. Like, it start catching you.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but I mean, my thing is, like, you mean to tell me I got, like, realistically in my head, I have 15 free drinks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink 15 of my drinks. After that free one, I might get it, depending on how like toe up I am. Bro, like, but 15 free drinks. But hey, side note, I've been meaning to ask too. Like, I'm gonna need you to help me out with the logistics because I might be wanting to go on a cruise or something.
I got you.
So I need some help with the logistics of it all because I went to Carnival and I don't know what I'm doing when I went there. So.
Yeah, I'll help you with that because it is kind of confusing. So you got to pick out where you want to depart from, like what city you want to depart from, and then you got to find the dates that match up and how many days you want to go. So everything is it's a little complicated, but I got you on that. So yeah, so I do that. I'm on a boat, smoking, drinking. I go out the room, go to dinner. Because at dinner, you got to dress up. So I made sure I had something nice on to go to dinner.
What do you mean by dress up, Red?
It's casual, but you can't wear like no cut up jeans or nothing like that. Like you got to have like a collared shirt on, and you can't wear like no flip flops or nothing like that. You got to have like you can have sneakers on, but you can't have like sandals or nothing on. As a man,
So you gotta tell me I gotta wear like khakis, bro.
You can wear khakis. You can wear regular jeans. You just can't wear cut up jeans, like distressed jeans.
So jeans and a polo and a pair of sneakers, basically.
Yeah. It's casual. Okay. It's just not. Right. They got a formal dinner too. One of the nights is formal. I didn't go to that joint because I didn't bring like a suit or nothing for that shit. Like I wasn't there. So go to dinner, come out, change my clothes. I didn't change my clothes. I went straight to the club from there because they got a club on the boat. So I went to the club. Club was rocking until about 2 a.m. That shit was popping.
Club is it, bro?
So listen, right? They play all different type of music. So every hour they got different music. So like the first hour was like Spanish music, like Puerto Rican, Mexican music, like it was that type of vibe. Then it went to like pop music, and then it went from pop to R&B. Well, not R&B. It went to pop to hip hop, and then he just stayed at hip hop for the rest of the night. So that joint was lit. Like that joint was popping. I went to the casino, played a little bit there. Main man took me clean off the crap tables. Like the way he was throwing dice, I couldn't roll. I was out. The way he was throwing dice, he was throwing things like he never threw dice in his life. And I was like, yeah, I gotta go. Can't do it. So played a little couple machines and shit. Like sat there, got some more free drinks, kept going. Then that was the first night. Second day, we was in the Bahamas. So that was in Nassau. We went to Nassau. I went to Senor Frogs. I walked around the Bahamas for a little bit. Got to meet some people. Bought some souvenirs. Did all the typical shit. Then went back on the boat. Had me dinner again. Partied again.
How many days was this cruise?
3 days. So my last day was at sea, and I partied the whole day on the boat. Went to the pool. Party. The weather was beautiful. It was 80 degrees every day. It was a great time, man. Like I had a whole lot of fun. Got to relax. Got to clear my head. Get past some shit that I was dealing with again, and just got to have some fun, man. Got to have some real fun.
Sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, man. So it was a great time, and then I came home, and I was right back to work 2 days after I got home. And right back to work, right back to the bullshit of my job. But I was here. And now we back on the pod, and I'm happy to be back here.
Word. Okay. That does sound like a legit time. Well, what are the COVID protocols like? You have to wear a mask everywhere? Or?
No, you didn't have to wear, like you had to wear a mask to get on the boat. Once you got on, you didn't have to wear your mask. Like you can wear your mask if you wanted to. Okay. But you didn't have to. And you had to take a test 72 hours before you got on the boat. You had to have all 3 of your vaccines. So you had to have the 2 vaccine shots and your booster before you could get on the boat. And they check that shit. Like they check your card. And you got to put it into an app and send that shit in for them to verify it and everything. Yeah, it's a whole app you got to do pre-getting on the boat, because if you don't do that shit, then they won't let you on the boat.
That's good to know.
Yeah, so it's definitely like you got to have everything. You got to have a test 72 hours out. Like you got to go somewhere and get a PCR test or get an antigen test, whatever the rapid test or the PCR test, whatever one you get, you got to make sure you got that 72 hours out. Yeah, that was.
Do you need a passport?
No, you use depending on where you go, you can use a birth certificate.
Okay.
You don't need your passport, but I have my passport, so I took my passport with me. But yeah, definitely a fun trip, man. Definitely a fun time. You and C would love it. Y'all have a great time, man. Y'all have a great time. Y'all have an awesome time.
I gotta talk to T about getting this booster shot, though.
Yeah, y'all gotta get y'all booster if y'all going on it, though.
I'm boosted up. Wilder refuses to get a booster.
I did too until I was going on the cruise. So I paid my money and realized I had to get the shit. I got it. I got my shit right after I paid, and I read the fucking COVID protocols and was like, fuck, I already paid for this shit. All right, I gotta get this booster done.
Okay.
But yeah, I got that shit done though. My booster, I got all my shots, so I was good.
How much was the drink package?
The drink package for all the days was like $150.
Not a bad
Yeah,
gig.
it's not bad. And then I paid for the Wi-Fi package so I could send pictures and stuff like that to social media. Because you're in the middle of the sea, you can't really use your phone like that. You don't have no signal, so you got to get the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, man, that was really my trip. That was all of it, man. Let's jump right into this show, man. Like I feel like we've been away so long. It's so much to talk about, so much to touch on. Do we want to start with the Lakers? Do we want to start with the Sixers? I'll let you pick because you've been on social media saying how one team ain't your team no more, and you about to start rooting for your backup team. You thought I didn't see that, but I saw it. So
First of all, I'm not trying to hide. I wanted everybody that was a Sixers fan to realize what I was doing. But nah, we can start with the Lakers. I mean, it ain't really much to talk about. They suck. The only reason why I would tune into Laker games or keep up with them to see how many points LeBron James scored. That's
oh, okay,
really it.
okay.
I mean, it's honestly really nothing to talk about. Like with the
This is a
Lakers,
debacle. This is a debacle. They might miss the playoffs.
bro. I'll be surprised if they make it to the play-in. That's where
Right.
I'm
That's
at.
what I'm saying. Like they sitting at
Like
I
this,
think they had 10 now.
they nine. They at
Oh, they
nine.
not. Okay.
They still at nine, but it's like I think I was watching Undisputed yesterday, and like Skip Shannon pulled up the schedule. He was like, realistically, they're only favored for one game out of the remaining games, and that's Oklahoma City, and that's a toss up because, like, bro, like the way they were losing, like you could tell one that we do miss AD,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
at the same time, it's like, bro, like I don't understand. Like, I just don't get it. Like Frank Vogel, if he returns next year, something's wrong.
I
Uh,
feel like they should have got rid of Russ at the trade deadline. They should have went and got Wall. I still
some,
say that.
bro, they could have trade. They could have man just release him. I don't even. The crazy part is like I'm not. I was like, if anybody can make this, like I said before, if anybody can make the whole Russell Westbrook experience work, it'll be LeBron. Like this is the team you trade him to because LeBron sees and pull like the best out of teammates and people on their lap. Channing Frye, Channing Frye, Mike Miller, Shane Battier, right there, way out of their prime. But
Richard
LeBron,
Jefferson. Richard
right? You know what I'm
Jefferson.
saying? Right, people that were like out of their prime, obviously, but they like well-oiled machines. You know what I'm saying? They vets. They kind of understand their role or whatever. But like Russ was not the fit. Like everywhere LeBron has succeeded, he has shooters. It's crazy because like I was telling everybody, I was like, yeah, we're gonna miss Kuzma, even though like he's a bum at times, but we're gonna still miss him. You know,
Yeah.
Caldwell Pope, Danny Green, and them boys, like we're gonna miss him, but you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go get Russell, LeBron signs off on it. Obviously, he sees something that the world doesn't because on paper it doesn't look right. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So I was like, hey, look, I don't play ball professionally, but I was like, on the outside looking in, this don't look good. LeBron thought it was going to work. Now I think he realizes, I think he realized it way before, but I feel like he knew it wasn't going to work. But now he
Mm-hmm.
kind of has to roll with it. But I do predict this off season for the Lakers is going to be the off season. I wouldn't be surprised if they explore every option. Trade LeBron, trade AD, build up, get another superstar, trade for Lillard. Hold
They
up.
better do something. They better do something. Something better happen. And something better happen this off season because this season is shot for them. They not even in the conversation of any of the teams that's looking to win a championship. And that
Yeah,
just
but I will say, I've always said this. LeBron in the playoffs is not another like he's unreal. So I never write off LeBron in the playoffs because
he's
I see him.
unreal right now and they can't win games.
What I said, I still stand by, it, and you know it's true because some of the teams that LeBron, I'm still stuck on 2018, even though because 2018 LeBron was balling and he had some bums on his team and he carried them bums to the.
It's yeah, but it's different. It's different now because everybody else ain't got bums though. Like everybody else is really playing. Like the difference with 2018 and now is all these other teams is really really good. Them teams in the West is a lot of them teams in the West are stacked.
I tell you what, I promise you, and I feel like nobody wants to see a healthy AD and a fired up LeBron in the playoffs. I can guarantee that.
I mean,
I
I
can.
hear it. I hear it. I hear it. It sounds good. Sounds good.
It's a fact though. Like we've seen LeBron and AD in the playoff put up. However, they just ran into the Suns last year, and it was just like that. Well, the crazy part is it's crazy because this is why I said Chris Paul for MVP though. As you can see, that even though the Suns they scoring, they doing their thing, but they don't.
Sonny won MVP of the league this year, dog. Sonny won MVP of the league.
Yeah, Jokic.
You out here here you go with the bullshit. Like you just want to start me today. You want to get me going already. Like this is listen. Everyone at home watching, everybody that's watching right now, y'all can leave your comments of who y'all think MVP is. Our comments is open. If you watching on Facebook, you watching on YouTube, Twitter, wherever you watching it, our comments is open. You can drop your comments if you think anybody but Joel Embiid is the league MVP. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna talk about my Sixers in a second, but that's the league MVP.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That matchup, everybody, all eyes on that matchup. He won
the matchup. He won they lost the game, but he won the matchup.
What? Because of points? Like what his points and stuff look like?
Yeah, his numbers was better.
What? Are you serious right now? He had more points than you. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. He had more rebounds. He had more assists. That's it.
Well, I mean, the Sixers don't have a bench. Them niggas couldn't score. Like his assist numbers would have been amazing if these niggas knocked down shots.
We can't go off of stats. However, the reason why I always say Joel Embiid is the MVP is because for that reason, if you take him like off the Sixers, they crumble. I'm convinced that the Nuggets can at least survive without Jokic.
I don't know about that.
But here's the thing. I was just about to say, you can make an argument too because they don't have Jamal Murray, right? So that's why I was like, it kind of how you look at it. If you go, that's why I say I feel like Jokic is gonna win back to back. However,
he ain't winning back to back. It's Joel's trophy this year. I got Joel. Everybody sees what he's doing. Like, listen, y'all gave it to Jokic last year. I understand. He was phenomenal last year. He's been phenomenal this year. But Joel's played at a different level this year. Like he's played at an MVP, most dominant player in the league level. They double it and triple team to him.
Though, because my thing is, why are we not giving the same attention to Ja Morant? Like Ja Morant has transformed the Grizzlies. Like,
Ja's in the conversation. He's number 3 on the list for me. He's number 3 on the list.
I was about to say, then like as corny as it sounds, like you always got to put Giannis back in there. You know what I mean? Like it's still cases to be made. I just feel like
if KD would have played more games, he's in that conversation.
Absolutely.
He's in that
because that game he had, and like Luka's up there too. Like
Luka finally showing up.
About time, right? That second half of the season, I don't know what it was about the All-Star break, but he showed up all of a sudden because boy, he has been lights out.
Yeah,
but,
I'm
saying on the real though, like I say, like I wouldn't be surprised if Embiid made it, but because I see him screw Embiid over last year when he deserved it last year, I can see him give it a Jokic again. Honestly,
I mean, I can see Jokic winning. I'm not gonna say I can't see Jokic winning. I can see that too. Let's talk about the Sixers. They made the biggest trade at the trade deadline. They finally got rid of soft, light-skinned Simmons. They got rid of him. And they got
who won the trade though?
Listen, in reality, Brooklyn won the trade.
Man, what?
Seth came in here and Seth did what he was supposed to do that night. And I was telling people when we was watching the game, and I'm telling somebody like, yo, I was texting my homie. I'm like, yo, he mad like, yo, why Seth taunting the bench? I said, because he never wanted to leave. He didn't want to be part of that deal. So yeah, he's showing his father-in-law and everybody else that's on that bench that he was not the guy that was supposed to get traded. He was supposed to be untouchable, just like Maxey and Thibault was. He was supposed to be on that untouchable list. You were supposed to trade Danny Green, Shake Middleton. I don't give it. Korkmaz, George Niang, all them niggas were supposed to go. You were supposed to put all them niggas in the deal.
But that's why I said, before the trade happened, I was telling people I didn't see it as a blockbuster trade. I seen it as the writing on the wall because James Harden loves Daryl Morey or whatever. For real, for real.
And he wanted to play with Joel. And he wanted to play with Joel. He wanted to play with Joel.
But my thing is, like, as a player, they always look at management or how, like, the whole run. Everybody knows James Harden and Daryl Morey are like best friends because Daryl Morey.
Listen, you saw Daryl Morey met him at the airport with his wife. Like, yo, we here
because they cool,
right?
Because
they family.
Cool.
They family.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So everybody
they ain't gonna say they cool. They family.
I was like telling people, I was like, yo, at the same, like, y'all really surprised that James Harden wanted to go to First of all, he hasn't had a big man ever, except maybe that 1 year that Dwight Howard was there.
But Dwight wasn't even Dwight. He wasn't even Dwight.
Nah, I would say all that, but I will say that, like, because Dwight still had 18, 13, 14 rebounds. Mm-hmm. He was still like balling at the time, but it's not no Joel Embiid type. You know what I mean? Like, and then a team around, like, so it was a good trade. I say it was a perfect trade to go all in right now. If you're trying to win a championship, this is the perfect time to do it. However,
they got to find.
When Ben Simmons gets on that court for the Nets, it's gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna be a problem.
Listen, I don't disagree with nothing you just said. I don't disagree with the Ben Simmons conversation that he's going to be. He doesn't have to score. He doesn't have to score in Brooklyn. They have Kyrie Irving and KD. He don't have to score. All he got to do is play defense and facilitate. He ain't got to do nothing else.
So check this out. Hey, the reason why I feel like people are like, don't get me wrong, the difference between Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson in my eyes is that Magic Johnson had a killer mentality.
Right.
Put it out there, right? But the crazy part, if you go back and look at the Magic Johnson tape, Magic Johnson was not a scorer. He was just a 6'9" point guard that can legit just hook shot it over everybody, post you up, whatever.
Right, but he can get a bucket, though. He can get a bucket, and he was aggressive.
So here's the thing. My thing is Ben Simmons is aggressive when it comes to driving to the basket, staying in the post, whatever, because of the day and age. Because he would have been perfect for back in the day, for real, for real. You had a, like, he was perfect. We wouldn't even be talking. Oh, he doesn't shoot. So who cares? He's a 6'10" point guard. That's why a lot of people, old heads, for real, love Ben Simmons, kind of, sort of. We don't like the fact that he didn't take the shot. Let's keep it a B, because like a 6'10" point guard that's aggressive, you mean to tell him you can get 18, 19 off rip.
He was supposed to be on Trae Young's head. He was supposed to be on Trae Young's head.
That is not even up for debate. I tell people all the time. I'm totally with the whole, like, yo, he should have took the shot, whatever. And like, yeah, and I predicted, I was like, yo, you can't talk about the bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, he messed up, and the one person he thought was gonna have it back legit was like, I don't even know if we could win with him.
Right.
What the fuck? Wait, hold up. You just signed me to now you don't like me no more? Bet. On top of the Philly fans going at his neck, and then you got your own coach ain't got your back. It's like, bro, I don't even want to be here no more. What I got? Hey, Rich, what I need to do to get out?
Hey, listen, and they did it, and they got him out. He ain't played yet, so when he do play, we'll see. Listen, I don't think Ben Simmons is a bad player. I just didn't think he ever fit here. I knew he didn't have the skin to play in this city. That's number one. He didn't have the skin to play in this city. This city is entirely too hard to play in. Philadelphia is one of them cities where if you ain't got, like, if you ain't tough, this ain't for you. And that's in any sport. That's all the sports. That's football, basketball, baseball, hockey, the big four, whatever you want to say. If you ain't got a heart, this ain't the city for you. I can't wait to see what the playoff matchups look like. I can't wait to see
Absolutely.
where everybody sees that the Sixers bench is killing the Sixers right now. Like, if they had a better bench, they would definitely be winning. They would definitely be blowing teams out. Like, their bench is the reason why they lose leads, because the starting lineup is getting them leads. I'm not that happy with Tobias Harris, but Tobias is Tobias. He's going to do what he's going to do when he's out there. I'm not too thrilled about him, but hey, it is what it is. So, you know, Definitely.
All right, hey, question for you to kind of switch it over. You know, I mean, we talked about our respective teams and who our MVP is. You feel like they should change the dunk contest?
Absolutely.
To what?
Absolutely. So,
Come with come with a solution. I'm the commish. Well, what's your
so
solution?
my solution is that they bring these outside dunkers in, and they have
Mm-hmm.
each
Okay.
NBA player. They have 4 top tier players sponsor one of these outside dunkers.
Okay. Okay.
Like these these guys who do dunk contests for a living.
Absolutely.
Sponsor them and have them on the dunk contest. And that'll be your dunk contest. Like I'm all for that. Like that, I'm for it.
Man, look, I got a better one. I say keep bringing the street ballers and then assemble a team to go against the street ballers. And you have it one up. Like you just go bang.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
Dunk for dunk or whatever. Because my thing is at the same time, like you're basically telling me that somebody off the street is better than you at dunking. You're a professional. So my thing is now my pride is the NBA versus street ball. I want to get to that like, hey, we're the pride back at the dunk contest because this joint was trash this year. And we gotta get to like some type of incentive and pride about the dunk contest again.
Because
Because
the
in my
3-point
opinion,
contest was 3-point contest was all that.
yeah, it's crazy because you remember when like forget the All-Star game. All-Star Saturday night used to be lit. Like I remember staying up watching like the dunk contest, the skills challenge, all of that. Like, so you mean to tell me now, like I'm looking for this like the 3-point contest? Heck, even the skills challenge this year was even a bit different. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it. I like the change.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked
So
it.
they got to. I just feel like they just got to change the dunk contest after we be on the right path to success or whatever. Let's switch it over real quick. You know what I'm saying to the NFL.
Let's keep moving on the clock.
So boom. So check this out. Right, we gonna talk about my Eagles real quick because I'm pretty pissed right now at my Eagles because they were focusing on Howie Roseman contract. And they ain't signed nobody except Hassan Riddick. Shout out to my boy returning. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm about time they got that part right. Sheesh, I get tired of them giving up on people that came home, but or from home or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't sign, but
right. I'm happy they got Hassan Riddick. We needed a pass rusher.
Hassan Riddick was a big move. I don't care nobody. That's a really big move.
We need a pass rusher. We need another pass rusher.
Man, and he fits perfect in Ganon's defense. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be one crazy move. Now, here's the issue I have. What are we doing about the secondary? I mean, there's reports that my man P2, aka Patrick Peterson, you know what I'm saying, he want to come play. He think Philly's a good fit. I see him sound like a little vetted minimum because he already made his money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
Or whatever.
We got to get somebody to go on the other side of big play slay. Somebody's got to go on the other side of big
absolutely. Play slay. And so here's the thing. The biggest question I have for you, even though it's been reports that Deshaun Watson is looking at the Panthers and the Saints, right? Panthers because he played at Clemson. He's about an hour away from home in Georgia or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's familiar with the Charlotte area or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's familiar with that part, whatever. So it'd be kind of like a coming home party for him. And they have a solid offense. He could throw. He got some threats. And like the crazy part is Deshaun Watson. I know a lot of people forgot about him because he's been out the league for a year. But you think about it, like the bull, he was evasive as Lamar Jackson.
What did Dabo Sweeney call him? Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. But the crazy part, like he lived up to the hype.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's the crazy part. A lot of people forget. Like on the NFL top 100, I want to say he was like number 6 before he went into this year hiatus. You know what I'm saying? But like he's not, and he's in his prime or just entering his prime, right? He had a year off, he got to shake the rust off, whatever. But whoever team is getting him is getting like a solid deal because he's already got guaranteed money coming. You ain't got to worry about no contract negotiation, none of that. The crazy part for me is I was like, do you think this is me playing that? I think the Eagles are trying to still make a play for Deshaun Watson.
I don't see him doing it. I think they're stuck on their guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Did I knock my camera out? Hold on. There we go. My bad. Yeah. Right. So. Oh shit! I'm on this camera now. I think that they're going to make. I don't think they're going to make a play. I think they're stuck on their guy who is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is their guy. I think they're going to stick with him for another year. They're going to try to get him some help. They're going to try to get him a receiver. They're going to try to get another receiver. Calvin Ridley was that guy until he got suspended for the year.
Man, look, I won't be surprised. I missed something. I think Allen Robinson is still out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if they.
He said he wanted to come to Philly. He said he wants to come to Philly.
Look, the only reason why this is me just playing like, cause I'm all about trades, the big trades or whatever. Like if you make a trade for Deshaun Watson, you give up all 3 of the first rounders. That's gonna be a part of the package. I don't care what nobody say. That's gonna be all. And then you give up Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah.
And the crazy part is Jalen Hurts is from Houston.
He is.
That's why I said like it'll be perfect. Like for him, it'd be a coming home, like going back home, play for his home team, whatever, in front of his family and friends, blah blah blah. Deshaun Watson gets a brand new start with a young receiver, young little core, whatever.
Core.
Got a great offensive line, way better than he had in Houston. He ain't gonna be running for his life like that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles pulled it off. However, I do want them. This is the first time in a few years we had all this draft capital. You know what I mean, or whatever. Yeah. So I want. Hey, look, I'm all for like, hey, let's build up through the draft. Let's get some ballers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Some young players. I think that's the biggest thing. Let's get younger or whatever. Yep. I think so. We keep it. I'm with it. We build through the draft or whatever and all that good stuff. But at the same time, like we Tyrann Matthew still out there or whatever. You know,
there's some guys out there.
I still want the boy Wagner, B-Wags. I want him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as an Eagles fan,
I think he's going to Dallas though. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's going to Dallas. Dan Quinn loves him.
Dan Quinn coached him with this. He was a coach in
Seattle. Dan Quinn trying to get the whole Legion of Boom back together. He said that. He's on record saying that. Like he wants to get the whole Legion back together.
Hey, look, I as much as I don't think, you know what I'm saying, Rich Sherman, I don't know. Side note, the biggest news for real, now it had nothing to do with the Eagles. Got to do with Tom Brady coming back out of retirement.
That nigga said, I was at home. This home shit ain't for me. I got to get back to work.
Hey, he said them kids was getting on my nerves, dog. But on a serious tip, like, it's wild because a lot of pieces, I don't know if you've been following, like the free agents, like O.J. Howard signed somewhere. They lost, I think, Alex Kappa.
They gave Chris Godwin the bag.
But here's the thing: everybody knows Tom Brady is a pocket passer. I need my offensive line. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I think for me, and then you see, boom, just today, matter of fact, about an hour or two ago, Julio Jones got released.
Right.
And he's talking about on what you call it, he wants to go play with Tom Brady. Or Tom Brady sent him a text, try to recruit him. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because it's Tom Brady, he's still gonna get players. I don't think that's the issue. It's just gonna be one of those things like, hey, you want to win a chip real quick? It's probably gonna be my last year because he said he want to play till 45.
He just want to win a. Listen, I think he would have really retired if they would have won the Super Bowl this year. If he would have walked off with a Super, I think it just didn't sit well with him that they didn't walk off with a Super Bowl.
The way they lost.
Right, in the way they lost. I think it just didn't sit well.
That was it for me. I think it was just the way, because they would have lost, like they got blown out or something like that, whatever. He would have caught it quick because he's like, look, I can't do it at a high level. They knocked me off. Like the old man goes over the sunset. This is my last game. But because he was able to bring them back the way he brought them back.
Right.
Run that back. I ain't doing
Listen, it. I feel sick for the guy who bought the football for $500K.
That was a crazy story. Like,
bad for
it was a day before, right? I was like, it was a day before.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Tom Brady, man, first of all, Tom Brady, what you going to do? You going to send me my money. That's what you're going to do.
Send me something. Something's going to happen.
I need season passes. I need something.
Something. Yeah. But dang. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk about A-Rod. Baddest man said he's staying in Green Bay.
I mean, I honestly, I didn't really see him going anywhere else. Everybody was like, you know what?
I had him going to Denver.
Nah, so I will say that
because the assistant coach is the head coach there now.
But so here's the thing, though. I was saying, like, I didn't predict it. I'm saying I predicted it. I just knew Russ was out of Seattle, and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Denver because of the whole Colorado Rockies drafted him, 10, 11 years ago. So he has Denver ties. So that's why I was like, okay, I can see him, but I was like, if anybody gonna get a quarterback, it'll be Denver, and they're gonna make a big trade, a big splash.
Oh, listen, they did. They handed out the truck. They backed the truck up for Russ. Like, hey, listen,
they backed the truck up for A-Rod though. That extension ain't nothing to play with. That's a lot of money.
A-Rod got the bag. But you heard what Devontae Adams said. I'm not playing on the franchise. Y'all got to sign me.
Nah, but think about it, bro. Like, come on, like it's. So you mean to tell me you gonna sign A-Rod and not giving nobody his number one guy no money? Like that's a problem.
It's a big problem.
So if I want, now this is me, and this is the Tom Brady method. But hey, sign my receivers first. I can work on my contract. I'm trying to win it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect Tom Brady so much because, like, hey, yo, sign who you need to sign. Make it work. We'll work out my salary.
Right. My money is my money, but let's get everybody else theirs first.
That's what I like about Tom Brady because he's like, hey, look, we can extend some people, you know what I'm saying, restructure some contract, find some money somewhere, but I want this player here. We trying to win a chip.
Absolutely.
That's what I was like. If anything, I feel like Green Bay should have got Devontae Adams straight because this would have been the second year he's been franchise tag.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it's the biggest thing in football. I'm just waiting for this one. I'm just waiting for the draft. I think the draft supposed to happen in a couple weeks now. So
draft's a couple weeks away.
But like I said, I want to see where Deshaun Watson is going to go. As much as everybody said, well, the Eagles are out, I want to really see if the Eagles are out because I read something from one of the dudes that played for the Eagles or whatever, and he's like an inside tap, and he was like, "Don't rule out the Eagles just yet."
Right. I'm not ruling the Eagles out on anything.
I'll go get a Deshaun Watson jersey immediately. Side note, talk about quarterback though. How about Carson Wentz on the Commanders? Trash.
Listen, and you know I was the big Carson Wentz guy, so I gotta eat crow and be like, hey, listen, he played bad last year. He had a good year until the end.
I would say, do you hear the report that came out? It was almost identical with the
yeah.
That's what I was like. Everybody was like, well, nah, people just coming at Carson Wentz. But hey,
it's like a stop. Same reports. It didn't change.
I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
This is
deep. I was there too.
It's crazy nobody's really talking about it like that, but wow.
You know, I was a Carson guy. You know, I was a Carson guy.
And listen, I tell everybody, I was the biggest Carson Wentz fan when we went on the championship run.
Right.
I'm with it. The moment you start sticking up the place or whatever, and then like, bro, you want to put the blame on everybody. That's what I have an issue with. That's what I had an issue.
Yeah, I had an issue with that too. But
besides that, I ain't got no issue. With the ball. But yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
You know what I'm saying?
We get two chances at Salem.
And he lost his one offensive lineman, Brandon Scherf, whatever. Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
We going to light his ass up.
Man, I'm calling I hope Fletch still with us. I hope they don't.
Fletch is going to be traded by the end of the week. I think Fletch is going to be traded by next week.
Bro, that's my favorite Eagle, bro. Don't do that.
I'm not going to lie to you. Everything I'm hearing from people that's even around the Eagles is saying that Fletch is out of here. Fletch is out of here.
Man, they trade Fletch and they keep Gardner Minshew. I got big problems with Howie, bro. I got big problems.
Howie's going to do it.
Gardner Minshew, and you trade away Fletcher. Forget your draft capital.
Like, I was going to do it. I was going to do it, man. I was going to make that move. Everything sports that we needed to talk about that we missed over the past couple of weeks.
One quick shout out. I think my team to watch for the next upcoming season is going to be Jacksonville.
Okay.
Dougie P. Dougie P is down there, and he signed all them wide receivers. I don't want to hear no excuses
for Trevor Lawrence.
None.
He got the coach.
Dougie P
and he got weapons.
He
got weapons.
He got Christian Kirk with the bag. But anyway, I think it's gonna be my team on the up and coming. I think they're gonna put some, especially they got draft capital too. Oh yeah, it's gonna be popping. But yeah, man, let's go ahead. We have put one of our topics to talk about Kanye and Pete Davidson. Shoot. This has been comedy to watch from the outside.
Yo, this has been legit comedy.
Cause so I will say this on Kanye. As much as I love bashing Kanye all the time, I will say he does have a right when it comes to his kids. A lot of people are giving him slack about talking about his kids being on TikTok, but he is their dad. Right. And the fact that a lot of people that are lashing out, to me personally, like if me and T were to split and Deuce is out here making goofy little TikToks or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or Samantha out here on TikTok doing all these dumb little challenges or whatever some of these songs that they're doing these challenges on is kind of questionable. So I was like, my thing is like, bro, I can see as a dad of a daughter, you know what, North on that tripping. So I get that part.
I'm with him. I'm 210%
on that part. Yes. I'm totally with.
Now the shit with him and Kim, like that's I ain't with. Like let it go.
You taking major L's. You taking major L's.
You taking major L's, B. Let it go. Let it be with Pete. And yo, like I just didn't like Pete sending the. I like Pete family sending the text message to get like sending that to the media. The 2 text messages between them where Pete was in the bed talking about something. I'm in the bed with your wife. Like, listen, dog, they get you punched on in real life. Like, they should get you punched on in real life. Like, niggas might not want to be with their wife, but that nigga gonna punch on you in real life and talk about you in the bed with his wife. Like, that's gonna get you punched on, B. Like, I don't care about that. Listen, it's gonna get you punched on, B. Like,
oh man. So I think that for me. I'm
gonna ask you a question. If you and T had split up, right?
Right.
And the new dude sent you a text message like, "Yo, I'm in the bed with your wife. You not ready to punch on me, man?"
So here's the thing, though, right?
Especially if you still want to be with her.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. So
okay.
So I'm glad y'all were actually. I was actually going to do this, right? I was actually going to do this a little bit. So I was like, for me, because actually somebody actually asked me that question. We talked about my boy. Shout out to my boy Singleton or whatever, but we had talked about it briefly, wasn't in depth. But I was like, bro, like, first of all, for me and him to have a conversation, like, why am I talking to you? Right?
That's the first thing.
That's the biggest thing for me. I'm not talking to like if me and T, like the issue I would have with T, because if I'm trying to get where she knows that. It's so many factors to it, because like if me and T are talking, boom, boom, we split up, I'm like trying to win her back or whatever, then she should be on the same page as me, trying to make like, hey, let's try to fix this type of thing. We separate, we'll try to work on it or whatever, right? It's not a one-way street. Kanye is working with a one-way street right now.
I understand that.
So my thing is like, bro, like if it's a one-way street, then one, it's time to me to make a left on another street, because obviously this ain't going nowhere. This is going nowhere fast, right?
Right.
So my thing is like, I'm not taking
the nigga telling me he in the bed with my ex chick. I'm just not taking that part.
But say, hold on, keyword X. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like that's.
But he don't see her as his ex. He still see her as his wife.
That's between Kanye and God. Like, bro, like at this point, like. Because at this point, that's why everybody's clowning him. Because, bro, now at this point, you're delusional, right?
Listen, he still see that as his wife. They ain't divorced
yet. He got issue. And first of all, they are divorced. Kim is single now. By court order, she is single.
Okay. Listen.
That's why it's so crazy, because, like...
Listen. That shit wild.
She got royal blood, right?
Yeah.
So she know how to work the system. So it ain't nothing for her to go up in there like, look, I need this, and this done. She did it. She got declared single, and you still pressing her. Like, bro, like, it's a wrap, bro.
It's a wrap. No, it's a wrap. But it's funny as hell, though, because he making videos where he cutting main man head off and everything like that.
Bro, like,
but I also say to that is the SNL skits that Pete Davidson be doing about him, too. You ask for some of the shit you get in return.
So remember, this is why I said I agree with Pete, because Pete is right. So I'm tapped into the comedy world. So Pete actually did tell everybody, don't make no jokes to Kanye.
Like, he did.
He's like, hey, look, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good. First of all, it's going to put me in an awkward ass position, right? I work for SNL. You out here doing Kanye skits or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm dating Kim Kardashian. Like, it's not a secret anymore. It's out there on the street. It's going to make me look bad. One. Two, like, hey, look, me and Kanye, I never had a beef with nobody. I don't want no smoke. That's what Pete went with this. All out of nowhere, like, at first, when Kim came on there and started doing her little bit, and she made it okay for everybody to start doing stuff on. So let's keep it a bean. Like, it wasn't like this is Kim Kardashian,
Right?
When
Right.
at the time, this is your wife, and
Right.
she out here calling you. So obviously it's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she can do it. I know for sure I can do it. It's my job.
What you think about DL? What you think about what DL said?
Don't come for the OG.
Don't come for the OG.
I'm on the other side. Don't come for him.
Don't come for the OG.
That's the last thing you want, a king of comedy, and you really about to go to war with him. Like, bro, don't do that. That's the king of
that's his art. That's what he do.
Yeah, right. I'm about to say, bro.
That's what he do.
It's the original kings of comedy. Who would go against
Kanye? Ain't wild though for calling my man a brokey though. Like calling DL a brokey though. He out of pocket for that one. And I'm a Kanye fan.
I'm about to say everybody is kind of broke when it comes to Kanye.
Compared to what kind of money he got, right? Everybody's broke.
You're brokey. You're brokey. What you got? Net worth of $3 million? Ooh, watch out! I work for Bill. I like your little money though. That's cute. I work for Bill. Like, but it's cute, man. I don't know. I always tell people all the time, like, hey, this is like Kanye took an L, bro. Move on. It ain't that deep or whatever, man. Like, but yeah, man, it's been fun to watch though. I ain't gonna lie, it's been fun.
Oh, it's definitely been fun to watch. It's been fun to watch.
Hopefully, though, it ends amicably or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So now kids are involved and whatever. So I don't want to see like the kids get affected by none of that. So,
right.
But hey, man, I wish we had people on here in the chat, man, because
right.
I really want to know though, because I wish I could show you my camera so I could show you my TV, but I literally am on episode 1 of Power Book 4 right now.
So listen, you were supposed to be all caught up by the time we did this show.
Bro, I got so many shows that I'm watching right now. It's ridiculous.
Have you watched Can we talk about Bel Air then? Have you watched Bel Air? Oh my God, you are killing me, dog. Like, yo, you are killing, dog. Like,
I hear. Check this out. In my defense, I literally don't have a way to comfortably watch Bel Air.
My man B just said, where y'all been? Hey B, we said that earlier in the show, but we'll run it back for you though. Like he was out sick. He had COVID for the last couple weeks.
No, I think he talking about the shows though. So you right though. Like, nah, right. So my thing is in Germany, like for me, a lot of people here beat the system, but we don't have a Fire Stick. Gotcha. So for me to watch it on Peacock, I need a VPN. So I can only watch it on my laptop on my phone. And I refuse to watch a show like Bel Air by myself because anybody that's been married knows
you can't stream it to your TV from your computer.
Man, this stupid Wi-Fi that I got, it won't let me do I know you're talking about like Chromecast and stuff, right? Yeah. Bro, look, I tried literally the first day I moved into this house with this stupid Wi-Fi, and it would not connect to the TV for some reason. It's so wild because when I was in the States, that's all I did. All I did. I was like, bro, I can't. Oh, that's bit. I'm gonna watch it on my phone. Boom, and I'll connect to the TV like that.
Listen,
man,
he coming home soon.
God, dog, man.
Ain't you coming home?
Hey, real rap though. Hey, real rap. My brother sent me.
Your dad is the Fire Stick king. Like he should have sent you a Fire Stick.
Nah, real rap though. My brother bought me one for Christmas.
Okay.
Whatever. But in the movie here, whatever, either got lost or it broke. We couldn't find it when we went to set up everything. So we went without a Fire Stick. Now, can I go probably down to the store or whatever? What I'm probably going to end up doing is buying another one. It won't be jailbroken or whatever, but I can still get the VPN on that and then I can set a VPN and watch all my little shows or whatever on that.
Man, you better call your dad and get your dad to jailbreak you one and send it to you. Your dad is the king.
Let me tell you something about my dad, okay? All right.
Or tell me to jailbreak it and I'll send it. Just tell me to jailbreak it. I'll go over there and get it and I'll send it.
Okay, that might work because I'm about to say I've been over here years and I have yet to receive a care package from my people. No, all love though, all love, but yeah, nah. I don't think
like,
him. Let me
jailbreak it. I'll slide around the corner, I'll grab it, and I'll take it to work with me and ship it off. Like that's not an issue. I'll do that.
All right, we'll do that. But yeah, that's the only reason why I haven't watched it. What I'm probably gonna end up doing, I don't know, realistically, I probably just set up on my laptop for real, and we'll just sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm actually hold up, excuse me. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is I'm probably gonna get the Apple version of the USB, the HDMI port thing or whatever.
The Apple TV. Right, I'm with B. So what have you seen? Like, what have you watched?
Hey, look, y'all not gonna like what I've been watching.
What you been watching?
So honestly, this is not. So I've been watching. You know, so anybody knows me. I love my cop shows. So I've been watching now the Chicago Fire, PD, and.
Oh, we can talk about that because I watched that. I watched all that. We good. We can talk about that.
Listen. I'm a little late to the scene, but we were binge watching. I watched like a few episodes of Chicago Fire, like in my past life.
Yo, your pop just jumped off.
He said, "Karen, don't come to packages." Hey.
What's up, Unc?
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna start using that.
Don't come in packages.
Hey, Karen, don't come in packages. Hey, that joint going on a T-shirt, bro.
Yo, like, that's definitely a good one. I'm using that one.
Hey, fact though, but nah. So for me, like for real, like I've been watching that, but I was late to the party on Chicago Fire. But then I found a site where you have to watch all three of them, like all Chicago Fire, PD, and Meg, right? You watch them in the order or whatever. So boom, I was watching all of those, and then we started watching a show called The Rookie or whatever.
I don't watch The Rookie. I don't watch that one.
Hey, The Rookie is pretty good though. I ain't gonna flirt. I watched The Rookie. And then what else we been watching, man? And then Twyla been watching like her Netflix show. It's called like Good Girls or something like that or whatever. And I've been watching random like Netflix shows or whatever. But
did you watch the Kanye joint yet?
Yeah, man. And that was a good. That was wow.
Yeah, that's wow.
Hey, look, like once again, it goes to show the genius of Mr. Kanye West. Like,
listen, man's a genius.
That was a crazy documentary. I ain't gonna lie. I love my documentary too.
Man's a genius. He's definitely a genius.
But yeah, so like anybody like I always want to know what I'm watching. Usually I'm watching like a corny little like a little documentary or something like that or whatever. Or anybody know I'm the YouTube king. I'll watch the 85 South show over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch comedy. I'm a big stand-up guy, so I watch stand-up specials or whatever.
So wait, I gotta ask you a question. Did you hear about this stand-up special that's about to happen with Chris Rock and Kevin Hart?
Yes, sir.
Listen,
yes,
I'm trying to get tickets to one of them 5 nights. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to New York for one of them 5 nights.
Bro, I'm saying though, like to be in that audience is gonna be wild.
One of them 5 nights. I want to go to the Brooklyn one. I want to go to the one in Barclays. That's the one I want to go to. I was looking at tickets for that joint the other night, and they are ridiculous. But that's the one I want to go to.
No, I'm about to say, yeah, man. I was about to say, like, so like stuff like that. Like, I'm a big fan of like stuff like that. Stuff like that. I watched the stupid little Madea movie recently. No shade, but Tyler Perry got to do better with these wigs, man. I'm getting tired of these characters in these stupid wigs. I don't know how you work that much money and your actors look as terrible as they do on set. I still haven't got over Shamar Moore and the stupid ass dreads he had on his head in Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I'm still upset about that, and I will never get over that.
Yeah,
but anyway. But like watching that, I watched Love Is Blind. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Okay.
Hey, Love Is Blind is lit. Crazy as heck though. But
I don't watch it, but I've heard. I mean, I've heard, but I don't watch it. Do you watch Abbott's Elementary?
I watched the pilot, the first episode.
Yeah.
You remember that's the girl from A Large, so the girl that produced it.
Yeah.
So like when I seen her on ABC or whatever on the news or whatever. and I was like, oh shoot, like that's old girl. Let me see what she talking about. And then she was on the episode of The Shop.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was
that's
on the
another
shop.
thing I do.
That
That's
was
another
good.
thing I do. I watch podcasts
I watched
like all day.
I definitely watched this. I watched that episode of the shop. Even though I'm mad they took it off of HBO Max and just put it on YouTube. Because that was the reason. That was the reason why I got HBO Max.
I actually wanted to be on YouTube. I feel
but
like you would get more.
That's the reason why I got HBO Max was to watch that show.
Oh, I
don't really have a reason to watch HBO Max no more. Well, I do because I watch Peacemaker now. Peacemaker's my shit. Peacemaker's my show.
No, I'm about to say like I do. I'm a big podcast guy. I watch a lot of podcasts because, like I said, I'm still trying to set up my YouTube studio. So I got a lot of stuff. I'm just like taking off and see how they did a lot of stuff or whatever. And there's like a lot of the stuff that people use commercially or whatever. I want to kind of set up in my podcast studio. So
right.
I got a lot of stuff that I'm probably gonna order.
Hold on, real quick. We gotta pause. My man B Green, my man Brian Green. I gotta shout him out and his podcast. His Sixers podcast. He does a Sixers podcast. And why I can't think of the name of your pod right now, B? I don't know, but I'll definitely be checking y'all out, especially after
go ahead
and
drop your podcast in the comments, B.
Yeah, B, drop your podcast in the comments for us, so I can definitely shout you out at the end of the show too. But yeah, back to what we talked. Like, there's a lot of shows I watch. Like Tommy's show, you only on the first episode, so we can talk about the first episode since you're on the first episode.
Well, I'm literally in the middle of it. I kind of paused.
Oh, you stop. Okay, so we can't even talk about that.
Like literally, I was like in the middle of it. That's why I was like,
okay. So did you watch the end of Tyreek season? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, bro. Everybody watched the end of that.
I don't know if you watched it or not. Like at this point, I don't know what you watched. Like at this point, I don't know what you've watched, bro. Like I'm just being real. Oh, his podcast is Eat Sleep Sixers. If you're looking for a Sixers podcast with some young black brothers, and they the show. Like they definitely be rolling. They had D Lynam on their show the other day. Unbelievable. Major shout out to my guy. But yeah, let's talk about the end of Tyreek. What you think about the season finale of Tyreek then, since we there?
I feel like we talked about this, but I don't like the fact that old buddy got shot in his back on accident.
Yeah. I mean,
like, I'm still like, because Zeke deserved better than that. Like, bro.
But it wasn't Tyreek that did it. It was crazy ass dad who was he love struck. That nigga was bad about his lady.
I probably tell you what though, that boy gonna be standing by the phone, man. Man, that boy, man, he gonna be paranoid. I can't wait till wait till Monet find about that.
You see what B said? So Army Air Force, because B's 20 years in the Air Force. He in the Air Force.
Hey man, he part of the chair force. That's what he's part of. Man.
I knew it was coming.
Nah, I ain't gonna. I will say, like, being stationed on the air base, I will say y'all are really like the what you call it, the retirement home of the DOD. I will say, like, y'all living lavish out here, bro. Like, I can't wait. Y'all be like, I'm going on deployment. Be gone. Never mind. I ain't gonna start. Because boy, I've been sitting there like, what? Y'all
they got them 6 month joints. Let's not talk about that.
Bro, I'm saying. like that's a whole nother topip, but nah. Yeah, that's a whole other topic. Nah, but I think like that was a decent ending. I just can't wait for my show BMF to start back up again.
Yeah, I can't wait to see season 2 of BMF.
I ain't gonna lie though. By the time BMF start back up, I'm gonna have my BMF jacket. I promise y'all.
You getting one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we can't really talk about the shows that. So what else are you binge watching? You said though, like I can name the shows I'm binge watching right now. I'm binge watching. I'm late to the party on Abbott's Elementary. I'm late to the party on that. I should have been watching it. I wasn't. I can admit it. I wasn't watching it, but I'm here now, so I'm in there. Yo, listen, Tommy's show. It's a slow build for me. Like it's just a little too slow. I like the show, but it's a slow build.
That's what everybody's saying. That's what everybody's saying. And I can tell, like, literally, I'm like halfway through, and I can see already that I'm just gonna be sitting there like, bro, really?
It's a slow build. I watch Chicago PD. That's my show. I watch Law and Order, Organized Crime. That's my show.
That's a crazy show, bro.
That show is fire. Like
that's Yo, once again, Lord,
they bring the bangers.
Dick Wolf? Dick Wolf will put out a show for your ass.
Oh, yo, you know, Snowfall is the show, bro. Snowfall the show.
Man,
I'm a Snowfall fan.
I will say this. I will say I was so skeptical on Snowfall. I started watching it before I left the States or whatever. But now, man, I gotta get a VPN for Hulu because my Hulu stopped working. So now I gotta get that. I was like on season 2, bro, and I was just like,
yeah, Snowfall this show.
Yeah, now I think Snowfall better than Power.
Oh no, that's how they want to start season 2. So you pop X, how's you see the question? Season 2 starts with him getting locked up, and they're going to go through because it's still he doesn't do time off of that lockup. That's not the lockup he does time off of. So that's the lockup. That's like his first lockup.
So I'm about to say.
First show.
So to answer your question, you remember how the beginning of the season, I'm forgetting the name off the man. Facts. But I was saying like, you know how in BMF, old buddy is like telling a story, like he's recapping because he got out, so everybody know like he first got locked up in the early 2000s or whatever,
right?
Or whatever. That's how that whole thing. He's like how to go come back party and all that.
He's
so
going all
on his life then.
Yeah, this is Meech's whole story. So Meech is telling the story.
I forgot Big Meech.
Yeah, Meech is telling the story with Little Meech playing him, which is unbelievable. Like just to see his son play him, like. But Meech is telling the story. So this is the first lockup he had to deal with. But so, that wasn't the last one.
Question for you.
What's up?
Who played who better, right? I don't know if this counts, but we had Notorious when Biggie's son played young Biggie. We had Cube's son play Cube. And we got Meech's son playing Meech. Who played it better?
I still go with Cube's son. I think Cube's son is the better actor out of all of them.
Yo, listen though. I think Meech passed him. Bro.
I gotta see Meech and other things. I gotta see Meech and other stuff. See you because
I'm talking about in the road when they play.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a close tie, but I gotta get the slight drawing of Meech because for us, we ain't seen Big Meech in how long? Think about it.
You're right.
And for you, like for anybody that remember when Big Meech was out, as a kid, I remember Big Meech. I can only remember people that are older than me remember what Big Meech, how he talked and walked and all that. Yeah. You got all that down and your pop's been locked up since you were little.
Yeah.
Think about that. Like that's why you talk just like the ball.
Yeah, he do.
Like it's
even wild. off camera, he talks like his dad.
Off camera. Like
yeah, bro, like when he did All the Smoke, I was like, oh yeah, like you talk like that all the time. Like that's really you.
Man, I'm like, bro. And then like Q's son had his advantage because like your dad's on set.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's not how I would bro. I need you.
Hey,
the one thing I will say that unfortunately, like, you got your dad, you look just like him. You know, that's like Meech or whatever. And you can do the we call it the Q face when you scowl all weird or whatever, and you talk just like him or whatever. Yeah, we cool. But I say the one person, I don't know, the one person that acts just like their dad, man, it has to be a tie between Denzel's son.
Oh, yeah. John David, as much as he don't want to admit it, he's just like his dad.
Denzel's son or Diddy's son?
Yeah.
Diddy's son is like a carbon copy of the boy. Like, that don't even make no sense.
He is.
Like, his mood, the way he talk. Like, bro, like, you ain't even spend a day on these Brooklyn streets. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you talking like, bro, sit down somewhere. Like,
he really is dad's son, though.
But yeah, so like, but that was interesting. But yeah, man, for like, you know what I'm saying? I do watch like different. I'm weird when it comes to show. I do a lot of YouTube time. I'm a big YouTuber.
I know you
so
are.
Like, I'm about to say I watch a lot of like podcasts. My favorite podcast right now is Pivot with Ryan Clark and them boys.
I love Pivot. Listen,
Pivot.
I like Pivot. I like Pivot more than I like I Am Athlete. I Am Athlete.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to say that because I was a big fan of I Am Athlete with everybody. But when they broke apart, and I like the fact that Ryan Clark jumped in and got Shannon and Fred, and they rolling, I love the way they show is. The Michael Beasley episode was, listen, I almost cried with them niggas on the Michael Beasley episode. Like I ain't even gonna lie. Yo, Mike was talking some talk.
Yo, you dig what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yo,
Mike was straight from the hood. Like Mike was straight from the hood. Like
I was sitting there like, yo.
Yeah, like he was legit. Like he was legit. He was him.
Yeah,
that John.
I think that was probably my favorite episode between that and
the Floyd episode. I love the Floyd episode. Floyd episode was dope.
It was more so comical.
It was definitely comical. It was definitely like yo. He said, yo, how do you travel? Yo, he said, how do you travel? Floyd was like, make the call. What you talking about? He's like, you don't fly commercial?
Yo, facts. That was funny. Yeah. Hey, Channing makes that show. I don't care what nobody says.
Channing is that boy. Like Channing's funny. He country into the motherfucker, yo. Bro. But he definitely makes that show. I watch All the Smoke. All the Smoke is probably one of my favorite podcasts out of all the podcasts that I watch.
I like All the Smoke because I like the stories behind former players or whatever. So like when I like listen to All the Smoke and like depending on who they have on there, like this hear the background and all that. Like that's why I like All the Smoke. I just like hearing like when they had Chandler. I think it was Chandler Parsons.
Yeah.
They told the Kobe story or whatever.
Yeah,
that was crazy, right? Like
that was crazy story.
That stuff like that. I like hearing those type of stories or like background. Low key, Shannon Sharp got a podcast.
Shannon's show is really good. I will say
that Mike Tyson interview was wild.
The Dave Dash interview was wild too.
The who? Oh man, yo, Dame. Hey, I got a newfound respect for Dame.
See, Dame has always been my guy. I've always been a Dame guy. So for me, it was nothing for me to hear him talk like. Anything that Dame is on, like I follow Dame on Instagram, so I listen to Dame talk all day long. So I'm a Dame fan. Like I've been a Dame fan since I always thought Dame was like Jay was the rapper, but Dame was the guy who made it cool to be the guy in the background.
Well, like you ain't. I had to choose between Dame and Jay-Z, and unfortunately, I chose Jay-Z. So.
Listen. I always chose. Even in the breakup, I chose Dame. Like I chose Dame. Like I've always been a Dame guy. It's been my guy since day one. Like Dame, I just like the way he talk. Like he talk his shit and he back that shit up.
Nah, so that part I respect, but it's like I like hearing him like this. How he broke a lot of stuff down or whatever. It's like. I like hearing like you said the background, like it being in the background when you talk about certain things. He made it sound so simple.
Yeah,
so simple. I was like, man, but yeah, I'm a big fan of like the big broad podcast or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just like when I miss out on a lot of shows, it's not intentional. It's just like legit. Like one, I telework most of the time. So when I'm teleworking, I probably have a podcast in the background,
right?
Whatever, and I'm probably like looking at my little PowerPoint slides or doing some type of work or whatever. I'm just listening to like different podcasts, but when I'm watching the show, I'm usually trying to play. Right, I'll find a show that everybody been on. And I'm like, oh, let me play catch up, and I'll find it.
So what do you think about Nori's show? Drink Champs.
Drink Chances, man. It depends on who on there. I ain't gonna lie.
True.
I'm not a big fan of Drink Champs. Like. Okay. Just to watch it every episode, but it depends on who they have on there, honestly. Because like when they had Kanye, the whole world stopped, and I was part of the world that stopped.
I was part of the world that stopped. I definitely part of the world that stopped.
So like when you have big names on there, I'll tell you another one. That's like it depends on who they have on there. The Breakfast Club. I'll watch the Breakfast Club. Like
it depends who's on there.
Because one, I love how Charlamagne the instigator. He gonna start some stuff. So facts. That's another reason too. I think that's another reason why. Like their episodes like hella long for no reason. And
right. Like, 8 episodes be hella like that game episode was hella long, like
for no reason.
But it was funny though. It was funny.
It was.
Yo, Game's hilarious. Game's fucking hilarious. Like he had me fucking dying or something. My favorite podcast though is the Joe Budden podcast. I tell everybody this. I'm a Joe Budden podcast fan. I like it better since Rory and Maul left. I'm one of them people. I feel like Ice and Ish make the show so much more better to me because they have more of a friendship than what Rory and Maul had with Joe. Joe, I don't care what nobody say about Joe. Joe gonna speak his truth, and that's just who Joe is. Like Joe is Joe, and I rock with Joe.
Another podcast is pretty dope that nobody really paid attention to is the Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee. Oh yeah, his show all right. Like. Yo, I didn't know Pat. I didn't know Pat
on.
McAfee was like that, but he liked that.
Yeah, and the people that he be bringing on the show on the sneak tip.
Yeah, he gets some people on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, okay, all right, let me watch this. But I'm just like, when it comes to, like, especially when you start podcasting, you want to like.
Yo, I like Ice, man. I like Ice and I like Ish, man. I like both of them, man. Like, and you know, Parks is Parks. Like, I love everybody on that. Like, now than it was with Rory and Maul. Like, don't get me wrong, I listen to Rory and Maul. I still listen to Rory and Maul. Like, I listen to their show. I think their show fits them with just them too. I don't think they fit with Joe. I never really thought they ever fit with Joe. And I feel like when it really got bad and you can hear the hostility between them, it just made the show unbearable. The show now, I love the show now. Like, I listen to Joe both episodes during the week. I'm a big Joe fan. I feel like Joe has one of those shows that you can listen to and what they talk about. Like, even this last Saturday show where they had Royce on and they was talking about the whole issue with Slaughterhouse with Joel. Damn, I can't even remember his name right now. But all the members of Slaughterhouse, and they was talking about how the split went down and how them two niggas made an album and they shot shots at them and the shots was whack. Like, the shots was whack. Like, the songs was horrible. Pull them two out of their level to come put some music on y'all, and like they didn't fall for the okie doke. Like, I love it though. Listen, Joe, my guy. I rock with Joe. His interview with Nicki Minaj last week, that Joe was all that. Yo, Nicki talked some real shit. I was surprised that she did it and the way she talked on there. I definitely am a Joe fan. I watch anything that Joe is on. I support Joe.
Word. But yeah, man, I just feel like if I'm gonna do a podcast, whatever, I gotta learn. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm on constant doing homework.
Right.
To find topics to talk about, just, you know what I'm saying? Just like the way they conduct themselves, where they using, right? Like little stuff like that. If I want to make it in this whole YouTube podcast era, right? Like, what kind of mic they using? What kind of camera they got going on? What filter? How they edit their video?
That leads into our last topic. Unless we got some fan questions, that leads into our last topic of why do we like the podcast? Like, what is it about podcasting that we love so much? Even though we've been taking real long breaks in between these shows, but we've had life shit going on that we couldn't really do the shows the way we wanted to. But we are back, so let's talk about it. Like, why you can start? Like, why do you like this?
Well, one, because I could pop off and talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'm the biggest trash talker in the world. So
absolutely,
if I got, you know what I'm saying? So absolutely. On a serious note, for real though, like, it's crazy because like me and Twyla, we goofy 100, like about 23 out of 24 hours of the day. We doing something goofy around the house, right? And I'm like, yo, if we get okay, we go viral. Like, bro, in the era of like technology or something. But the crazy part is like we never did it, right? And I was like, if I could just like set my own little show, like all these people, you like, hey, they getting YouTube subscribers off of making chicken wings in the air fryer. You know what I mean? Like in the age of TikTok, where like your video can go viral off of making a drink. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like if I could just do a podcast, I'm just literally just talking. All I'm literally just doing is talking. It's like a FaceTime conversation with you right now. And we just talking about whatever is going on. That's it. And I'm like, and the crazy part is people are like, oh, well, you know, podcast is not as easy as it looks. You got to do this, that, the third. You got to edit your video. Cool. But the 75% of it is talking to people and how to talk to people on the camera, right? Absolutely. How to look at the camera, how to angle. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it. So I feel like if I can make something shake, if I can be in front of a camera and talking, I'm going to do it.
Listen, I like podcasting because I like to talk about ish. You already know. This is how this whole thing started. Was me and you at a table talking ish to each other the whole time, and this is how we jumped this show off. So you know, like I'm a debater. Like I like to debate. I like to have conversations. I like to talk about topics, talk about what's going on in the world. I mean, should we talk about the Ukraine? I mean, you are in the military. You know, like I mean, not for much longer, but you are in the military right now. Like, do you have anything you want to say about this situation here, sir? I can't call you Sergeant no more, right?
Call me whatever you want to, B.
Yeah.
But nah, like I don't know. I hate to say it like this. I hate to sound like this. They ain't got nothing to do with me though. Real quick.
When you have a co-host and it's organic, it don't feel like work. And you're absolutely right, because this don't feel like work for us. This right here is us having fun.
Hey,
yo, you see what your pop just said?
Yeah, I seen what he said. But the crazy part is, like, he like to talk a lot too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna act like he just mute the whole time. So anyway, but nah, about this whole Ukraine thing, I ain't got like really ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, where it doesn't trickle down to my level yet. You know what I mean? Once it starts affecting me, then I like cool. But like right now, unless you talking about sending a nuclear bomb going off or whatever, like I feel like people associate or you see somebody in the military like, oh, you about to go to war. Don't believe everything you see or whatever. I'm like the last resort or whatever if something pop up. I'm not on the front lines. No, bro. That ain't got nothing to do. I'm in Germany and I'm okay. I'm podcasting.
Right.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And we about closer than y'all are to Ukraine. Put that in perspective, right?
You right about that.
So I always tell people like if I'm on Facebook and I'm about good 9-10 hours away from Ukraine, it's probably all right. We good right now. I promise we good. Like I ain't got right now. I ain't really tripping on nothing right now. It's a crazy situation though, how it all popped off. I told that's wild, but like
That's definitely wild.
personally, unless it's affecting me financially, physically, mentally, they ain't got nothing to do with me. So I just look at Ukraine like, yeah, that's crazy. Oh, they don't do nothing over here. But I really think real rap. I don't care. Everybody, oh, if you don't want to go to war with Russia, Russia don't want to go to war with the U.S. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep nobody really want to go to war with the United States of America. Let's just keep it a bean. That's not even me being biased because I'm in the military, but when the last time we lost a war outside of Vietnam? Think about that. When the last time we lost a war?
No, we haven't. So listen, I follow it, because that's just, I got you and a bunch of other brothers that's still in the military. My man B Green is one of them also. So I follow it just because I care about my people. But man, I don't really see us going to war. Like I don't see us going to war just yet. I mean, but you never know with Joe. Joe might want to go over there.
Joe don't want nothing. You see how we gonna cut off everything. We just gonna raise these gas prices though.
Yeah, he killed me with these gas prices over here, dog. Like
you, bro, like it's crazy because man, look, gas is at an all time. I've seen some high gas prices, but I was like, man, it didn't really hit me, right? Man, I went to go fill up my car. My car used to take like $50 to fill up all the way. That joint was $80, $79.50.
Yeah, my joint normally like 40, 45. That shit was like 85. And I was like, this is not working. I think I don't know if I'm ever getting a full tank of gas again in this fucking car right now. Like we're gonna be half and half. Every time we get to the half needle, that shit gotta get filled back up. Like the half needle is empty for me right now.
I was like, bro, I was like, what? Like,
yeah, I ain't got
$80?
I ain't got it. And I worked hard and I got it.
I told everybody at work, like straight up, I'm like, look, y'all want me to come in? I ain't got the gas, bro. I'm not coming to work. Y'all gave me this laptop. I'm good.
Right. Right.
I'll telework so quick with these gas prices. They messed up.
Listen. What you did?
Oh shoot! I ain't feel gas at $39. So
listen. I hope it's still there. I hope it's down 26 because I need that.
Nah. They need to drop more. Keep on dropping.
Right, they gotta come back down. Gotta get back at the full.
Come back down because right now that was ignorant.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, to go back, like you know what I'm saying, podcasting is real. Like honestly, like Brian said, like when you have a good co-host. You know what I'm saying? You got good people, good talk. It's literally a conversation or whatever. So you have a good conversation with people like on camera. That's the least. Your biggest concern when you have a good podcast is your technological issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure your mic working. Make sure the camera. Make sure you got your light in and all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Outside of that, bro, like the podcast, if you're good at what you do, that's gonna like it's gonna be effortless. I should say it's gonna be effortless. So
Absolutely.
that's why I like doing it because like if I was at home, I'll have a podcast with my dad. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll just talk.
Yo, we
My dad
definitely
was
get,
zero never
yeah,
camera. Be
we definitely got to get your dad on the show though. Like we got to get your dad on the show. Like
on that.
hands down, like hands down, we got to get him on the show. He's one of the people we got to get on the show.
I don't think the people are ready for this man to be on the
Oh
camera.
God, yeah.
I don't think I'm ready for it.
Yo, he like my life coach some days. Yo, he's probably one of the coolest people I've ever met in life, man. One of the coolest people I've ever met in life. And he definitely talks me through some shit when we talk. Like he's my guy, 110%.
Forget all that. Hey, I just want to talk trash with him in public so everybody can see what really goes on.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, I definitely want to talk trash with him on here. Like I definitely want to talk trash with him. He gonna say not happening. We gonna get you on. I don't know how we gonna get you on, but we gonna get you on. If I gotta bring it to your house, I would get you on. It's all.
But I just want you to do it for me as like a birthday present. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Something sentimental for me.
I mean, when you come home this summer, you come up here, we do a show here, and we do it at his house. We do a show at his house.
Matter of fact, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Wait till your birthday come. I got a surprise for you, sir. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, for real, it's crazy because like for those that know that on my backstory, whatever, it's crazy how much he loves to talk trash and the way he does. If I gotta hear, oh, you had just like you did every other day, bro. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at least. I promise you, like, because it's so wild. Because like my dad used to be, my dad used to kill me 2K. I made my business to practice on 2K. That came back and I started running through him, whatever. Then I started seeing him doing numbers in Madden. I went to the lab. All I do is play Madden now. Cause can't wait for one day we just play Madden. Cause I got some stuff lined up. But it's like it's always been like with him. Even though we joke and we talk trash or whatever, he always like picks your mind or have you thinking on a whole nother
does.
After you, it could be something simple.
Yes.
I ain't gonna go into detail or whatever, but we had some deep conversations on accident. I promise you.
The conversations with him be on accident. They definitely be on accident.
Nah, see, Red, you over there because that's your other therapist or whatever. So you go over there, you talk to him.
Listen. In recent, but before all the craziness, like he was definitely the all accident conversation, deep conversation guy. Like, then it turned into him being my other therapist. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I go over there legit, like we'll set up Mom Deuce and
bro. You see the sense? You
see the sense?
You see the sense?
I ain't worried about him, bro. I ain't like this ain't what he want. I promise you. But anyway,
you see, he's still waiting on your 2K too.
This ain't what he want.
Oh man.
I'll mess around, beat him so bad he might not buy 2K ever again. Hey, but look.
Ooh, it's talk. I hear the talk. I just want to come and watch.
I can back it up. I can back my talk up.
I just want to watch y'all two play. I just want to sit there and watch. I'm gonna cheer my co-host on because you're my co-host. But
he gonna be so mad. He gonna be so mad. Yeah, he ain't gonna want to play 2K no more. He gonna want to play like Little Man or Braille or something like that.
He beat up on them. Like he beat up on them. Like
nah, I ain't gonna lie. Little Man did get better. Cause I will say that about my brother. He got better, and I didn't know it. I was playing with him. Whatever. He got like I think. My dad can attest to this. My Little Man would get like the Michael Jordan team or all NBA team or whatever. First of all, I didn't switch from Xbox to PS5 to avoid you. Nobody did that or whatever. I actually have both systems. I have both systems.
The talk. Here go the talk.
I'll give it to me. Like so, like I had both systems. Times got hard. I had to set one, and I had to choose the one that I liked the most. So I chose the PS5. I don't make no excuses. A PS5 got the same controls as an Xbox. The controller just feel different. Let's keep it a bean. I will say that he has took 5 years off of 2K. I will say that because he ain't played 2K in a minute until he just hit me up like this past 2K and said he started playing 2K. I will say that.
Yeah, he did.
Because I promise you, back in
2K I know the one game I'm never playing him in is UFC. I watched him beat everybody up in UFC. I'm cool. I'm all the way cool.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Bro got him. Because those two.
Yeah, they go at it. I watched them two play and I was like, yeah, I ain't got that.
It's a real life deal, bro.
That's a real fight. That's a real fight.
I was like, bro, I was in shock. I was sitting there like, oh my, I ain't never seen nobody. I seen Braille legit. I took Braille. We wanted to make. True story. I took Braille to my to a party. I was like, hey, bro, you want to make some money? He's like, I was like, hey, they playing UFC and the old UFC. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, hey, just challenge it to $2 a game and just keep on doing double for nothings or whatever. Braille walked in that joint with $110, $120, something like that, or whatever. Doing double or nothing off of $10 games. I'm like, oh, like what are you on right now? And he'll play around with you. Him and my dad, they'll play around with you too.
I watched that. I watched him do that to one of the kids.
Like, and I was like, I'm not playing this no more. I'm too competitive.
I think I played Braille once, and he played around with me for the whole match. Like he just kept playing with me. No, he disrespected the crap out of me, and I was like, I'll never play that game again. I didn't even download it on my Xbox. I was good. I know my strengths and weaknesses in video games. And I ain't got that.
I play UFC in the career mode. Once I reach it, after I do the career mode, I put it on the shelf. That's it.
I ain't gonna do that.
But hey, man, I have a question for you. What's one thing you plan on doing this summer?
Taking more trips, traveling.
Taking another trip this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking more trips this summer.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, I got
travel.
My anniversary lined up, so I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. And I'm gonna be back in the States around that time, so I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. That's about asking about the cruise, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What we gonna
we'll
do.
Definitely get into that, and I'll definitely put you on where you need to be put on for that.
But yeah, man, I'm about to say, but so far, man, like I'm actually looking forward. You know what I'm saying? I guess being a civilian for a little bit. It's been a long time or whatever. So I have a question for you. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Even though you was a weekend warrior or whatnot, but like, what was the transition? What was the transition to like you know? I say this because you only work on the weekend. So like, what was it like for real? Like after you come off of deployment?
Yeah, I was done.
And then like trying to go back into like because you're a civilian, because you're reservist. So like, what was it like going on a deployment and going back into your civilian life?
Yo, it was an adjustment. It was a real adjustment. Like just getting used to being around people who. Your pop said something. He said, "State the date of your anniversary."
Oh, June 22nd, all day long.
Get him.
Yeah,
don't hold it back. Yeah. You want me to state my date? March 31st. This is in a couple weeks.
It is. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Real rap. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, you got your mom's birthday, Todd's birthday,
your
grandma's birthday, my birthday. There's a lot going on coming up in these next couple weeks. Yeah.
And Samantha's birthday that same week. I want to say.
What's Samantha's birthday?
The 27th.
Oh yeah, she in that week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I remember everybody's birthday. I know all the events that happened in that week because with Samantha's birthday, I just like, all right, cool. I know my mom's birthday. Mom. Yeah, I got too many people.
Yeah.
Thank God for Facebook because y'all be tripping. I be just be. I wake up. Oh, it was somebody else's birthday. God,
that run about to happen. You know that Aries run is about to take on. That Aries run is about to roll. What your dad say, yeah? Gang. She already know that's gang over there. She know what it is. Aries season coming. Don't make that face, dog. Don't make that face, dog.
All Aries need special attention. All y'all.
I mean,
I stand by that. Y'all need special attention because
hey, listen, man, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but y'all like being around us though. Y'all like being around us though.
Huh?
We keep your life interesting.
Interesting is a word I would use. Yeah, interesting, definitely a word. But nah, man, like what was that? Man, forget what I was talking about.
Well, you was asking me about the transition.
Oh, the transition.
Yeah, so it was in the beginning it was rough, like because I got used to like the set wake ups, knowing what my day consisted of. Like I gotta be here at this time, I gotta be here at this time, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get ready for this. So when I came home, it was like the first 2 weeks of like just being able to lay in a bed and not move. That shit felt weird. It felt all the way weird. Like it didn't feel normal. So, and then like I slowly went back to work. I went back to my regular job, and then I had to transition to being around people who was not too smart. A lot of military people ain't smart either, but at least they understand their job when they gotta do their job though.
I think for me, the biggest thing, I like how you said that part. My biggest thing is when you're in the Army or just in any military, you have a common goal, right? You supporting a mission constantly, whether you see it at your level or as like the impact at a higher level is always a bigger mission, right? When you come into a new unit, you could talk to the commander. You got like a whole mission statement. They give you the in brief, whatever. When you deploy, you got a mission. You might just be a cook, whatever, but like you still have a mission or whatever. You know what I'm saying, that you got to do whatever, but you still have a mission at the end of the day. When you're at work, bro, people just there just because they need a check. You know what I mean? Like, not saying the Army people we don't have no people in the Army, but like usually you have people clock in, clock out. That's it. Like, I don't care what the bigger picture is. I got home. I got,
right.
So I think that part, I think that's gonna be the biggest transition for me. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Facts too. Exactly.
I know what you're saying.
All areas people need special attention. That's what we're gonna keep it at, man. But
I'm not disagreeing with nothing that y'all just said about that though. Like I'm an Aries, and I'm not saying.
Hey, look, as long as you acknowledge the fact that you're a little special in the head, that's all cool. That's all cool.
I mean, you Virgos ain't too far off though. Like y'all ain't too far behind.
Whoa.
See, that's where the lies come in at. Like that's where the lies come in at.
Ain't nothing wrong with Virgos, okay? We produce the best in the world, okay? In the world. Do I need to go down the list? I'll name off two. I'll shut this whole conversation down. I got Beyonce and Michael Jackson. He ain't got nothing else to talk about. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
I knew you was going to hit both of them. That's why I wanted you to say the shit. Like I just wanted you to say the shit so you get out of the way.
Beyonce's birthday on my birthday. We share the same day, so we ain't nothing to talk about.
You super legendary, huh? Because you got the same birthday as Beyonce, huh?
Virgos are legendary people. Aries are known for serial killings.
That's right.
Shooting up schools. Y'all ain't all put together up there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I think my biggest thing for real is just gonna be one, just like you said, like this kind of in the military, a lot of people like you have a set time for everything. Like you wake up at 05:45, get dressed, get ready for PT at 06:30, boom, 09 work call, 11:30, 1300. You got lunch at the 1300 about like 16:30. That's when you release for the day. Boom, your day starts over. You got a set schedule. You already know it. It's universal, usually wherever you go, right? So I think that for me, just going to any workforce, oh, you got to be at work at 9 o'clock. I ain't got to do PT. I ain't none of that. Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, you got to do none of that. None of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, cool. They like just the kids was being out, like outside of a military setting or whatever. I think that's gonna be interesting. But I think for me, all I've known is military in my adult life. So I don't know what it's like to work a 9 to 5. I don't know what it's like to put in overtime. Right. I don't know what it's like for time and a half. All these languages foreign for me. So I think that's the biggest part.
Yeah, wait till you join this shit. This shit ain't always cracked. This adulting shit is not always cracked up to be.
Nah, but I will say this though. right? When you work a decade, right? For think about it. I've been in the Army for 3 presidents: Barack, Trump, and Biden. Like I've been in the Army for a minute now. So like for me, I always tell people like there's a lot has like changed. Like I remember when I came in when you had to put in an application by hand and drop it off and then go back and call. Now you mean to tell me I go hop on Indeed real quick, somebody email me back? Like you know
Yeah,
that whole lot changed. Like you know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think a lot of that part or whatever, I have never in my adult life have rented, signed a lease, none of that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
I ain't
true
never.
too.
So I think a lot of stuff like that. I think it's gonna be a whole adjusting thing. Having vacation days compared to having leave days, right? So I think a lot of stuff like that is gonna be like real different or whatever. I'm gonna be in the reserves. So for me, going from working dealing with people reservists that are civilians, they don't really like for me being active duty, you going to a reserve and you like, bro, what's wrong with these people?
No, you gonna find out that a lot of them jokers in this reserve shit, the motherfuckers say they ain't rap too tight. Like they
For real.
a lot of them motherfuckers belong on active duty though. They just didn't want to take the trip. Like that's what you find out.
Nah.
Like
I will say this though, a lot of reservists, because I'm here with a reservist unit or whatever. I'm not saying all of them. From some of the conversations I hear, like they do too much crying for me over little stuff, and it's just like being a
because
like
they still got
active
that
duty.
civilian. They still got that civilian side of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, bro, you crying over waking up early? Are you kidding me right now? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's the part. Like you like, oh my gosh, a weekend.
Yeah.
I gotta hurry to get up out of here because y'all tripping. Like, you know, that's my biggest thing. When you do a ruck march, everybody like, oh my gosh, like really? A ruck march? And I'm like, bro, like that's the stuff. I'm like, yo, like, you know, like, I don't know. And then there's like being out.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? Your dad just hit us with a breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Fletcher Cox has been cut by the Eagles.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, I thought he was getting traded. They cut him. Oh man, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Philly, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, shout out to Al LeBou for putting out that information.
Breaking news. Oh my god. I got the notification and didn't even look at it because we was on the pod.
I ain't got it. I'm on Twitter.
I got it. It's on Bleacher Report. I got it.
Oh, that's messed up.
I got it. Yep. They cut him before he was due his $18 million. That's why I said they were going to try to trade him all week, man. I said that. I've been saying that all week they was going to try to trade him. They couldn't get nobody to take that 18 mil. They couldn't get nobody to take that 18 mil. Nobody want to take that 18 mil. Now somebody going to sign him and he going to play his ass off. I hope he don't go to Washington.
Yo, they cut Fletch.
Yeah. How you feel about that? You're a big Fletch fan, so how you feel about that?
I'm heartbroken, man. This is on the same for me. This is the same level as when they traded Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins signed with the Broncos. Like this is wild for me. Like I've been a Fletch fan from since we drafted the bull, since his rookie season.
Day one.
Yeah, like this is wild. I get it on the like so. That's just the business side of me. Like you have these are the decisions that's gonna be kind of hard to make, right? Because like it's so wild though because we have lost not Brandon Graham. Dang, why can't offensive lineman, bro? You know what I'm talking about. We lost him. He retired.
Brandon Brooks.
Yeah, we lost Brooks, and now we lost Fletcher Cox. And those are like the two big players that, you know what I'm saying, Super Bowl run. When you think of people that won the Super Bowl for us or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
think about those guys. Those guys.
Yeah, those are the people that you just like, dang, okay, cool.
But like, again, this is a new Eagles organization for the most part. So it's not too many guys left from that Super Bowl team. I think it's like Kelsey and Lane.
Yeah, Lane.
I can't even really think. Brandon Graham off the defense.
Yep. Oh man, yeah, absolutely, Brandon Graham. Yeah.
What's the other end name? Well, always making a penalty. I can't think of his name right now.
On
Because I don't
defense,
like on defense. He always make a penalty. He always make a stupid penalty. Defensive end. I can't think of his name.
Barnett.
Yeah.
He's a free agent.
Oh, he's a free agent? Oh, all right. Well, yeah. Well, shit. He can go.
And they released him though.
Yeah.
And
yeah, man. Sick. That just made me sick. I was hoping they traded him and got something back in return.
Yeah, well, I was saying like, and the crazy part, people wanted Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? You could have traded him.
They didn't want that 18 mil. They didn't want that 18 mil. Nobody wanted to take that 18 mil on. 18 mil guaranteed money.
If I was him, I would go to the Buccaneers. Time for a vet minute.
Yeah.
Go get a ring with. That's wild.
But yeah, man. So that's the breaking news. Yeah, Brandon Brooks retired.
Damn.
Yeah, he retired. But man, it's been a fun episode, man. I'm glad we was able to get back on here and put to use the good old StreamYard that we have came on. Any closing remarks?
Hey, Fletcher Cox, if you ever stumble upon this podcast, bro, just know I'm like one of your biggest fans, bro. And I hope you watch this podcast and you see how sincere I am. And whatever team you go, I will go get a jersey, bro. This is wild, bro. This is wild. I hope you win another ring, bro. And then you mess around. Just don't beat the Eagles. Don't sign in the AFC. Just get away for the NFC. Just sign somewhere in the AFC, please.
I hope he signs somewhere. We better hope he signs somewhere in the AFC. Listen, man, we back. It was great to be on the pod today with my co-host, my partner in crime, man, JB the Kid 1. Man, we are back. We will be back next week with another episode. Hopefully, we can carve the time out again and knock another one out for y'all. This was a great episode, man. You can find us everywhere, man. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us if you're trying to do the audio versions, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Breaker, iHeartRadio. We on all these platforms, man. We stream everywhere, man. So if you trying to find us and you want to listen to us, you know where we at, man. For myself, Coach Reg, that's JB the Kid 1. We are B&B on the clock. We will see y'all next week. Hopefully.
Peace.
See y'all then.